Good evening, ladies, lords, lasses, and all those in between. It is I, your humble host, the Deathly Shad, here today with some more Rains of Vitrium content. Woohoo! Yeah! And joining me today are my lovely, lovely players. Agathar, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Morgan, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Francois, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Soren, say hi to the people.
Oi, oi.
And Vani, say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah! And, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and all other jazz. And if you want to catch us live, you can do so at twitch.tv/deathlyshad to say hello in the post-stream and the pre-stream. And maybe even help name the episode. Niceness, right? Till then, without further ado, let us get right into the game, because last week was a one-off. So, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, Agathar the Kobold Necromancer, Morgan the Halfling Wizard, Divination Wizard, Renswar the Rabbitfolk Monk, Soren the Rabbitfolk Samurai, and Vani the Rabbitfolk Smith, we have invaded the compound of Mr. Lucas, Enchantment Archmage Extraordinaire. And we are slowly working our way through what appears to be a prison complex in an attempt to find the clone that he has left behind here, supposedly, to destroy it as one of 3 clones that must be destroyed in order to fully take down this layer of enchantment magic, this network, so on and so forth, that Lucas has, that will explode the minds of a bunch of innocent people should he die. Preemptively. And with that being said, let us get right back into the action as I put the music back in.
And that's not going to stop Valen from anything.
Nothing is gonna stop Valen from doing bad decisions.
Exactly.
I give him all my best.
All right, and also, our players just so happen to walk in on the first prison complex room, which happens to house a few very interesting individuals. In the top right-hand corner is what appears to be a Roger. In the middle left-hand corner appears to be an Aarakocra with electricity flicking off of their body. And in the bottom right is what appears to be a Vulpine woman with 9 tails flitting around behind her. And Soren, you asked her, and Soren, as you guys enter in, she looks to you guys and just very confusedly asks, "Who are you?" The stage is yours to whoever wants to answer that.
Just walk by your fucking mother.
Just a group of mercenaries, discovered a dungeon, nothing all that special. Let's keep moving.
Sure. Is that the fucking Roger back there?
How the fuck did one of them get captured?
Well, hold on. Could you not abandon us?
No.
What's in it for me?
We'll probably circle back after we clear this place.
Well, I'll
the-
have you know that my name is Emiko Akahara, and I am the Empress of Heskerg.
Who? Where?
Eskerg?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either.
Hold on, you fuckers! Before you even say that shit, roll me a history check.
No.
Lucky.
Yes.
I insist on being ignorant.
I definitely don't know what that is.
Oh, apparently Bonnie knows.
Well, hold on. I still had Yosef opened. I was like, why do these numbers look wrong?
Wait, I don't have disadvantage anymore. I rolled a 28, but I play dumb and I just continue to play like I don't know them.
Oh, are you sure you want to continue to play dumb when you find out that when you, Renswa, and Vani all 3 find out that Heskerg is this big ass fucking piece of land over here?
Where?
Here.
That's countries away. That's someone else's problem. We're going in the completely opposite direction. Where are you going there? It's fine. They're over there.
Heskerg. Are you? Are
Hey,
you?
look, apparently we're still in Vitrium.
Oh boy. Okay.
We're over here. Move us over there.
I suppose it is your prerogative to ignore the empress of a neighboring country. Someone who maybe has insurmountable wealth.
I want her to make me an offer.
What is an empress doing in one of Lucas's, whatever these are, bunkers, I guess?
It's a prison. And as far as I know, I am a prisoner of whatever this man is trying to do.
I hate to break it to you, ma'am. Your country is probably being run by a copy of yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. Never considered it once before. Sorry. Stress response.
No, it's okay. I understand.
You could work on your sarcasm a bit more.
At any rate, it would be a great boon if you could all facilitate my escape.
Alright.
Why not?
It could
Let's
be
put it this way.
arranged.
Let's put it this way. This place isn't secured yet. We're still going through it. We just got in here.
Well, in the event that you all meet your end, I would appreciate the cell being opened up so I may leave of my own accord.
Agatha, is there like it's like a barrier, right? Of energy?
Yes. In front of all these cells is a translucent barrier of energy that seems to be running between one wall and the next. And while you don't really know exactly how this operates, there is no visible way to open it.
Agathar shrugs, deploys Veronica, and just slashes the door.
Oh. Oh.
That'll do it.
You do have that. You do have
Yeah.
that. All right. You strike the door. You watch as the door and barrier just kind of like crumbles and then shatters. And it's not just this barrier, but the whole line straight down here that is destroyed.
Well, I guess you at least saved the Roger.
Alright. So how... I know this is probably a stupid idea. Just have them all just stay at the cart for now.
The
We
way
can
the
ask-
way that we're all saying it's the Rogers just sounds kind of derogatory.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm
What do
used
you
to it.
mean? What do you mean stay? Why is everyone just totally fine with inviting anyone they see into my home?
Listen. At least we know that one, as Vonnie points over at the Roger.
I don't know that Roger. I know of Roger, and that there are several Rogers. One or two I owe favors to is not this particular Roger. Or Regina, I can't tell from here.
Said. Francois just kind of walks over
Well,
and like,
hold on. I'm
knocks
still.
on the bars.
Give me a second. I'm still dealing with the fallout of this whole barrier being destroyed. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Roger emerges from his cell, just like, oh, hey guys, thanks. Yeah.
Of course, Roger. Where did you get nabbed from?
It's a bit of an embarrassing story, but basically what happened is I got real drunk one time, and like, you know, this guy came over and he was talking real sweet, and like, you know, I fell asleep and then I woke up here.
He said where, not how.
This place called like the Village of Love. It was a Valentine's Day festival.
I fucking knew it was this Roger.
I really
Any
need to stop.
asking folks there?
I really need to stop drinking and gambling a lot. I've had a couple months to think about that since I got here. I'm now the Roger who's rehabilitated.
Yes, also the Roger clearly was not capable of owning a tavern. Quite the black sheep.
Hey, come
Yeah.
on! You don't know that. I could own a tavern.
You
no, you gotta think
drank
about-
yourself silly and gambled a bunch. Yes, no, you're the picture of a business owner.
Yeah, I'd
You-
say that the Roger in Vitrium is kind of better at keeping a bar, and he works for his sister Regina.
He
You
pouts.
lost your tavern in a game of cards, didn't you?
You guys are mean.
I never claimed to be nice. But I will say that we just broke you out of prison and are offering you your freedom, apparently. So,
I
get on
guess-
going.
I guess it's nice.
As the Roger passes, Vonnie just pats him on the shoulder.
Yeah,
Thank
Agatha also
you.
kind of gives him a pat on the leg as he walks by.
And so
Uh.
Francois will get kind of a look on her face. And
He
just
will
kind of
die if
like-
he just leaves on his own. You know that, right?
Well, I wasn't done with my sentence.
I am so sorry.
She just kind of gets this look on her face and kind of turns to Morgan and is like, to be fair, you shouldn't be too hard on him. After all, you've been hitting the bottles quite hard lately yourself.
I don't own a tavern, and no one expects me to.
Yeah, and as he passes by Soren, Soren's just gonna say, "Oh, you might want to stay here for the time being. We haven't completely cleared this place out.
Oh, okay.
It might be
Okay.
safer in here."
Well, I don't want to stay here in case the bears come. Just gonna kind of like sit here. He's gonna mope against the wall. Emiko, whenever she is free, just kind of like stands up and straightens her kimono out. Well, I thank you for the freedom that I have been granted. I will wait here with the Roger, as you called him, and you lot may continue to explore. I will be waiting patiently.
Do you, out of curiosity, do you have any self-defense abilities?
She smiles. Of course I do. I have been properly trained in all form of magic and the like.
The more important question here is, did you get a look at the man who put you in that cell?
I did not.
You didn't grab for his hood or shake his dumb face?
It was a whisper of words, and I blacked out.
Just grumbles. She swallows and then stuffs something under her coat pocket.
Were you in Heskeban when this happened?
Of course I was in Heskerg. It was my country to run.
He kind of just like turns to look at Renswaw, then down to Agathar, and just goes, "How did he get all the way out to Heskerg?"
I don't know. I mean, he's an archmage, for God's sakes. He probably teleports.
I will note I have been captured for the better part of a couple years.
Really?
Who's bringing you food?
The guards. Constructs
Oh.
as they are.
The constructs. Well, I suppose we will have to converse about this later. We don't know what's on the other side of these doors.
And while you guys are discussing this man in the cell to your left is just patiently waiting.
Agatha looks over, sees electricity, thinks about it for a moment. Do you know a mouse woman named Gustav?
No.
I had to ask.
I like them already.
What's your deal? He like rolls his shoulder and gets ready to open the cage.
Well, the man who took me said that I possessed a unique ability that he wanted.
Would you happen to know what the ability is? Or that he would be interested in?
He just quirks an eyebrow at you, and you see the electricity that is running along his body seem to flicker and grow a bit more before shrinking back down.
You know what?
Yeah.
Considering we're facing ch-ldr-n, I can actually see that being useful.
I am a man that consumed a unique fruit.
Shut up, Shad.
That's what he says.
Birdie D. Luffy.
No, the Birdie D. Luffy didn't eat the gummy fruit. He was the lightning one. What was
He's
the other dude's name?
he's Birdie de Enil.
He will. Agathar will slash the barrier open.
All right.
We're just trusting everyone that's face value now.
Agathar's gonna make a wisdom check real quick.
Oh.
He keeps his mouth shut as he just gives her a side eye.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, you slash the barrier, and this man steps free of his cell.
And zaps you.
Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't know.
That's like the stupidest move anyone could do in this situation.
I know.
Well,
Like-
you just look so friable.
He steps forward and he offers you a hand, Agathar. Stormhawk Talon.
The Agathar Fang. He'll shake it.
And he'll shake your hand. No electrical zapping, no frying, no damage or aggression. Just
Although if you
a
had hair,
shake
it'd
of
be
the hand.
standing on end.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like there's like a static charge in the air between the two of you, but it's not like overt.
His cloak billows a little bit.
Yeah. And once he's done, he gives you a bow. Thank you. I owe you one. And then he will leave the room and he'll go here.
And Soren just nods on him and as he passes by.
All right. And then, so Morgan, you're approaching this door over here, right?
I sure am.
All right. Strangely enough, this door does not open immediately.
Is there anything on it? A handle or a button or a thingy to majigger?
Nope. Nothing.
So it's just a square.
It is a door that looks like it could open up or close.
Thinks for a moment. Morgan shouts to the group, "Are we being stealthy?"
I'd say not.
I am asking everyone before I do a thing.
I mean, cat's out of the bag, I think, at this point.
Lovely. I take my staff and I gently rap on the door as I cast knock with my staff.
Nothing happens.
Is it a door?
It is a door.
It opens.
I know. You see nothing happen. However, whenever you do tap your staff against this door, roll me an Arcana check and a Perception check.
33.
Nat 20.
Okay, we'll roll your Perception. Doubt the Perception's gonna matter.
25.
Oh my sweet Jesus! Okay,
I could see everything.
Well, at least
Alright,
where all
then.
the Nat 20s are going today.
so
Yeah, for real.
you watch as this spell dissipates, and you see runes along the edge of the door light up, and then you watch as those arcane pathways transfer further down the wall and to a place where you cannot see. The spell was dispelled. It was basically, rendered null and void.
Is it like the rune thing, like cast to dispel magic?
Not so much casting a dispel magic, more like absorbing it.
Each?
But the natural 20, yes, it literally slurped your spell up like it was sucking through a straw.
And just kind of push the butt of my staff against the door. It's like, give it back. And try and absorb it.
I have a question. How many charges does your staff have?
I have a question for you. Is this do I absorb from it or does it absorb from me? 21.
21? May roll a d20.
Is how many charges it has.
You lose 17 charges.
Jesus.
What do you mean?
You tap the door with your staff and you try and absorb magic from it. It slurps the magic up from your staff instead.
Why can't I absorb magic from it?
Because the enchantment is far stronger than what's on your staff.
My staff.
Look, think of it like this. Your staff is a staff. This is a complex of magic. It is multiplicative.
Or it's like, so it's an artifact.
It's comparing a vacuum cleaner to a tornado with the level of suction you get. However, I will offer you a dex save to pull it away and save some of your charges.
Uh-huh.
Sadness.
Sure. Sure.
Does this door is like the other ones, right? No obvious door handle.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I will say, though, with that 33 Arcana and that 25 Perception, whatever's behind this door is very likely the clone chamber, considering the protections.
He kicks it with her foot. It makes a dull clang. Wait! Do I use it now? Am I that angry? I might be. I'll do a high or low. High. 90. Yeah, I get my slots back. I'll do warp foot his.
Okay, you're using it on the staff?
Yeah, I'll get my, because I've got 4. I went from 21 charges to 4. Yeah, I want my ability to cast spells. Thank you very much.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you basically snap yourself back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and your charges are back.
Mom spaghetti. You could have pulls back for a moment. It's like, bleh. It's here. This stupid thing is behind this door.
Hmm.
You know what? You also rolled a natural 20 on an Arcana. I'll say with a natural 20 on the Arcana, you would also realize that perhaps this particular door requires a specific key.
Yeah, when he's got around his neck or some shit.
No.
No.
No. A enchantment this powerful requires a very particular device, a key that is keyed into this enchanted area. You can't separate the two of them, otherwise they lose they lose their charge, they lose their attunement to each other.
Somewhere within this facility is a very large box that needs to be pushed on top of a button to open this door.
I would imagine one of the constructs have it.
Yeah, or there is another room in the complex that needs to be altered to open the door.
We need to clear this place out anyway, so let's just save this one for last.
I suppose. Vani says, eyeing the rooms.
All right, so have we checked everything in here then?
So far, yeah.
All right. And Soren will follow the group out, but essentially stop by Emiko and say, well, if you don't mind, I'd like to have some words with you once we're all out of here.
She quirks an eyebrow at you. Of course. Sure. I don't see why I wouldn't be willing to speak to you, at a minimum, after all this.
Well, can I ask you a question right now?
I think your group is leaving without you.
All right,
Points to
well,
where
just ask
Vani
it and then.
is.
Well, I'll ask it now and see if it catches your interest at least. Do these look familiar to you? And he holds up the sheaths of his weapons, and then he's gonna wait for a second for a response.
She nods. They do.
His eyebrows go up and he nods and he says, "All right, maybe you and I'll have a lot to talk about then." And he says, "We'll be back. We'll get you all out of here." And he continues to go with the rest of the party.
All right then. So, Vani, you make your way over to this door. It does open.
Got a hallway here.
These guys are gonna sit on these benches over here.
Anyone with a passive higher than 16?
No.
Soren's got
Red Swamp.
17.
20.
Nah.
Also, as you guys leave, these doors close up behind you.
And you see Morgan
Hey,
like
cool.
slip something out from under her jacket and then sip from it.
Ah, yes. The secret.
Soren's gonna stop by her and just ask quietly, "What was that?"
Side eyes you and she like swallows. What?
He's gonna lean over and try to like smell her breath.
How? She's 3 feet tall. You're like 6.
He can bend over that far.
You're a little close.
Like, does he smell any alcohol?
I roll a perception. Nose perception.
Perception.
Chest.
Oh,
my God.
dear God! 1, 2,
Let's go,
3.
Soren. There you go. Hey, you
four.
rolled above a 10. That's something you're good at.
That's
Wow. I'll even give you
Well,
the year.
it's usually insight that I'm blowing, not perception.
look. That's 4 natural 20s this session. You guys are fucked during the combats.
I know. I'm worried about combat.
So you can smell like whiskey on her breath. Like it's pungent, hard stuff.
So his eyes just gotta like turn to Morgan's and just go, "Did you really brought alcohol with you?"
goes to like open her mouth and look at you incredulously. It's like, "You brought that hat with you." She turns and walks through the door.
Oh boy.
He's just gonna. Wow, that's such a shitty response. I love it. He's just gonna sigh and then just follow behind.
He's just in the background like disappointed.
I was hoping people were
he's
like,
not
"What's
saying it
wrong with
aloud."
my hat?" Don't
All
sigh
right.
at me.
So you guys make your way into the hallway. This door over here opens up. Whenever Vani approaches it,
We have lost
Our monk.
our monk, Francois.
here you go.
Meh.
This door closes.
Hey. Do-do.
This door opens.
These damn hallways.
Shoo. And of course, you hear a little beep beep whenever you walk through this area specifically.
It's probably recording our movements through this place if it's pinging each
And
time
then,
we step into a new room.
And then oh look, a guardian.
Alright,
Initiative, everyone.
There we go.
Creases Jordan.
It's time for us to miss and miss and miss.
Creases Jays!
No, not the Jays.
Frank him,
All
John.
right. We'll crease his eyes.
That's fine. That's fair, actually. I'm not opposed to the creasing of eyes.
And his
What about it?
K's.
They probably
Both
prefer the
Both
episodes that are
sides.
already creased.
It's Crease either
Sorry.
side of the J's. Just not the J's themselves. I's and K's creased.
Give me just a second.
We're not gonna crease the J's. We're just gonna steal the inserts.
Slash the
Steal the
tongues.
inserts.
I'm gonna dip them in mayo.
Gonna take the strings.
Steal the insert.
We're gonna
mayo
take
in
the
them.
whole soul, leave it on a cement block.
No, see, we don't even have to do
Alright.
anything to the J's. It's already enough punishment that like he has to pay the tariffs.
Oh no! All right, your turn. Vonnie, your turn. Morgan, Renswell, you're up next.
Can I make it all the way across? Yes, I can. Let's go 1.
Boy,
Let's
howdy!
go 2.
Woo wee!
Get him.
You adding any
both
divine smites?
No, I'm saving those.
So not for
Okay.
not for this bitch.
All right, well, go ahead and roll your damage.
19.
Ah, yes. You mean 9.
9.
Yes. Fuck.
Renswell, your turn.
It's okay. Sword just rushes through the door, comes up here, and
A
we're just
flanking.
gonna lay into his ass.
I don't care if you
2,
have resistance. I am weight of dice.
4.
Yeah, no, all 4 of those will hit.
It's like I throw enough dice to break resistance.
Alright, so 5.
Oh, sorry.
is
3
8.
of those hit. 3 of those hit. My fault.
So ignore the 7. I was confused about the 12. I was like,
Yeah, I miscalculated. All right, so 5, 9.
5, 4 is 9.
15.
15, yeah. Alright. And then fuck it. We'll spend a key point, and we'll punch him 2 more times.
Okay,
Fuck yeah.
both hit.
Another 6, and another 3, so 9.
24. Okay. Morgan, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Morgan comes to about Mir,
Uh-huh.
kind of squints her eyes as she brings up a hand as it drips with necrotic light as she will blight. Give me a con save.
Light.
DC 20.
It fails horribly.
26 necrotic.
Ooh, yeah, 26 necrotic indeed.
I don't think it's been hit by a necrotic spell.
It
yet.
has not.
There it is. Eat it.
So that's tragic. He got 3 1s and a 2 in there.
I sure did, but I also got 2 5s and a 7.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
It now goes to this thing's turn. It is going to do the backstep lunge and make its way over here. I need both Renswaw, Vonnie, and Morgan to all 3 make me a Constitution saving throw as it basically slams into all 3 of you.
Oh,
Vonnie,
I-
Renswaw, the both of you are stunned
it.
until the end of your next turns. Morgan, you are not stunned. It then pulls its wings around it, and you see a large circle form spread outwards, and then suck inwards. I need Morgan and Soren to both make me wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Nice.
Success. Fail.
There
Morgan.
it is.
Lucky.
Oh,
Halfling.
first of all, halfling luck, unless you want to keep a luck
Oh,
token.
that's right. Halfling luck.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, Lucky.
Okay. Go ahead.
What? All right.
Wow.
No, you are failing to save.
Okay, Morgan, you are taunted. You must make a melee attack against this creature for your next turn. And I mean, like,
Alright.
with your fist or a weapon. Like, not a spell melee attack.
Funny you should mention her only melee weapons are adamantine Chris's. Be like,
she's got-
you made a big mistake.
No, she's
She's
got
like, it
another
cuts
one.
me like butter.
No, she's got another one. She's got her staff.
No, I gave them 2 adamantine Chris's. She has more.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but her staff, her big old staff can also be
Yeah.
used as
Oh
a
yeah,
melee weapon, right?
the staff does do force damage.
Agathar, what are you doing, buddy?
If I remember last session, after the combat before this one, I think, if I remember correctly, Agathar said he was deploying his railgun, so he should have that out and ready to rock.
Yes.
So he's just going to fire on. He's just going to take a step back here. He's going to give himself advantage, and then he's just going to fire it.
Okay, go for it.
Let me toggle advantage. Jesus, I was about to say double 5. 21.
21 does hit.
He's going to pump a first level spell into this.
Okay. And that makes it force damage or piercing force?
It's still piercing, but the railgun itself ignores resistances.
Ooh, okay.
And I think it's an additional D8 per spell level.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me just roll more D8. Oh, and I get sneak on this also.
Oh yeah, of course you do.
So that's additional 7. And then sneak attack. There we go.
All right.
38.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Also, Soren, I just realized you should have also made that con save as well whenever he slammed into you.
Oh, damn.
You are also stunned.
Fuck. Okay.
That
So
sucks.
that is 21,
That's 20,
28, 38.
38, yeah.
Jesus.
As it like just rips it. He doesn't aim for the chest. He kind of more aims for the shoulder. He's gonna try to keep the core intact with this shot.
All right. Well, that'll do it.
Get him?
No, it's not dead yet, but he
I was about to say.
you see stuff starting to crumble off. Soren, you're stunned. You're no longer stunned. Vani, you're
I
stunned. You're
don't
no
get
longer
to
stunned.
play.
Renswa, you are stunned, and then you're no longer stunned. Morgan, you're taunted.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Oh shit! I also forgot to roll damage. Okay. All of you take 7 damage. Woo!
So even though I wasn't really in the direct path, I was just. Does it also take like?
If
the
you
corners?
are if you're touching his square whenever he lands,
Oh,
What
okay.
kind of damage is it?
bludgeoning.
So
I
7 damage?
take half.
7 damage, you say?
Yes.
Okay, so that's.
Forgot to add the damage on
Oh.
that.
I'll round up. It's a 4 damage to me.
You round down. It's 3.
Oh, all right.
Concentrating on
I'm
a
fine
spell.
with that. No,
Okay.
just
Wait.
the drink. She kind of like stumbles, seeing everyone kind of, and she's flitters her hand behind herself and then pulls out like a crisp from like nowhere. It just goes to stab this thing in the shin.
That'll
10.
miss.
Oh, clink.
It could have been a crit. I don't know. Not all constructs take critical damage from adamantine weapons.
This one would have for future reference. All right. So that is your turn. It then goes its turn. It lifts its hands up and it slams them down onto you, Morgan. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right.
It's like a 23.
What's your 23?
Yes.
I don't know why my armor class is showing up as 26 right now. That's probably not right.
No, I doubt it is. I remember your AC being like 13 last time you talked about it, and you have the robes, and the robes are like...
Robes make it. So her AC is 16. I don't know why I'm getting an extra 10.
Yeah. So it should be like 21 is like the most you could achieve with a shield spell. So yeah, this will hit. This will hit. And whenever it does hit, hey Soren, roll me a dexterity saving throw. You succeed. You take half damage. As this slam attack deals 16 damage to you, Morrigan, and 8 damage to you, Soren.
Damage type?
Bludgeoning.
All right, I take.
This is magical though, because it's from.
Why
his
is it magical?
It's his fists, not his body.
His fist made of metal or wood, isn't it?
His fists have runic clips on them.
Oh, of course they do. Everything does. The dogs have magical glyphs on their mouths.
Anyway,
The children have magical glyphs on their wooden swords. Everything's magic.
Whenever his fists slam into the ground, they create this shockwave around them. At which point, he simply rolls his arm back and then slams his fist into your face again, Morgan.
Sure, why not?
That is another. What is this? Things to hit bonus. I swear I had it earlier. I forgot what it is. That is the wrong 5e tools. This is the correct 5e tools. There we go. Yes. So that means that this is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Which will hit, and it will deal a whopping 10 bludgeoning damage.
Again, still think it's BS that everything at this point has just been magic damage. There's no letting up.
Anyway, so yes, it that's what it does.
It sure does.
Agathar, your turn.
All right. Well, first, same as the first. He's just gonna fire it again. I'm trying to find the mechanics of the railgun that we talked about.
The mechanics beyond burning spell slots to soup up the damage.
When he keeps firing in sequence.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find it. I'm just
I think he just stacks a damage die and it does damage to you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. So and now roll the extra d8 of damage.
Yep.
You take 4 damage and you deal 32.
Yep. And he suddenly lets out a loud hiss as he fires this thing.
Yes. And then it goes, Soren. Soren, what are you doing?
Oh, he's still up.
Well,
Yeah, he is.
Soren is going to. He's going to move around to flanking position, which should give him advantage on his attacks. Yeah.
You don't have advantage. You have a plus bonus to hit.
Oh, plus bonus. Okay. Well, he's just going to take
Very
one
distracting with my face getting punched.
He's going to take a slash with Migi.
Don't you mean Hidari?
Well, I thought, can I do 3 slashes with Hidari?
You can do 2 slashes with Hidari and then 1 with your offhand, which would be Migi.
Hidari's my main hand. Or, I'm sorry, Hidari's my offhand.
Yes, like you're ambidextrous. You can go Hidari, Migi, or Migi, Hidari.
Because Hidari ignores resistances.
Yes.
Migi.
So, yeah. So this is the one attack with Migi.
You have to attack twice with your main hand weapon first, and then your offhand.
Okay,
Like the way 2-weapon fighting works is you go main hand weapon attack for your action, and then that lets you bonus action strike with your offhand.
okay, that makes sense. So, Hidari, whoa! Hidari,
Roll the damage for the first hit for that crit.
that is 17.
17. It dies on the first hit.
Nice.
You decapitate it on the first hit. Blit.
And I didn't even use Migi.
All right.
I
Another
did so much work that
construct
fight.
down.
Look at all that work I did. I killed it in one shot. I hit it so hard.
Good job, sword.
Morgan's got like a black eye. She stumbles into the room. And just pulls it. She just like stops giving a shit. She pulls out the flask with like a grumpy fucking like puff. It just takes a long drink. Like, ugh.
Athar hisses as he like holds his arm.
Fucking. So roll a dex save, or I'm sorry, an athletics or acrobatics, Morgan. You don't have to roll very high. It's
Halfling luck. Unless you want to take the luck token.
Oh.
yeah. Soren picks you up as he walks by, and he goes, "Come on." He's gonna hold on to you for a second until you like stabilize and whatnot. He goes, "Come on, calm it down, Mori. Give me the flask."
She's like, no, it's not
Give me the
yours to
flask.
take. No, you get your own damn booze. She kicks and like she flails and kicks like, let go of me.
I
I'm
will
not
give
a
it
bloody
back.
child.
I will give it back when we are done here.
Francois just walks over and bloop and takes it. Mostly because she knows that Morgan is less likely to fight her about it.
She has a hard time looking you in the eyes. Her teeth are gritted. Give that back.
How about this? I'll give it back when we're in the cart. I need you on your A game here. Okay? And she will look Morgan in the eyes, whether she decides to look back or not.
Yeah, she does her best to not cross eyes you, even like going as far as turning her head. Just put me down.
He's
You heard
the
her,
sword.
Soren.
What was that? Sorry, Francois?
You heard her, Soren.
Before he puts her down, he's going to just like kind of clutch her close into a hug and go, "I can't see you do this to yourself, please." And then he's going to put her down.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. There we go. Hit 9.
Fine. I'll be good.
He as he puts her down, he goes, "That ain't what I'm talking about, Maury," and he just sets her down.
It crosses her arms. Does a little boot kick, knock a little pebble away. We still have a place to clear. She shuffles around for a potion because her face still got she's still got a fat eye.
Agatha like approaches the construct, like rubbing his the railgun arm and just like is staring at the ground in thought as he climbs the construct, and he wants to try to see if he can get the power cell out of it.
Okay. Go ahead and attempt for me a investigation and then Arcana check.
Okay, investigation. Cool. Arcana. Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Whenever you kind of like peer into this thing, also, what's the d6s for, Box?
My potion.
You just max heal that. it's 18 healing because of your action to use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I forget we do that.
Also, is that 2d6 plus 6?
It's one of Morrigan's made potions.
Oh,
I've
okay.
just got it.
Got it. Okay. With a 15 and a 15, you were able to ascertain that you shot the core.
Damn it. He just kind of kicks it in frustration. Then he just looks at his arm and just like looks at the barrel. God damn it! I didn't anticipate the heat.
Oh shit.
Well,
Fuck, I'm missing a stance.
Anyway.
mm.
Next.
So, all right, you're opening this door. All right, it opens up. Boy, howdy! Look at that. It's so unexpected. Christmas is almost here.
Yeah, Aggie's just gonna
Just to
draw
make
his
away.
pistol in his other hand.
Knock, knock.
Who could have foreseen?
Knock, knock. Open up the door. It's real. It's more doors.
Alright, which way?
Well, based on how this has been going, forward has seemed to, or the most direct path has always seemed to just lead further into the compound. Offshoots seem to lead to something important. Perhaps more of those cells. And she's gonna boop the door.
All right. Well, inside this door, you find another guardian. And also what seems to be a shower room.
Oh, he was taking a shower.
You open the door, we see the thing. Maury's got a different bottle up to her mouth. It's her coffee bottle, but she sees this. Like, it's indecent.
All right. Initiative.
There we go.
Man, roleplay does not want me to go first.
No, you're our anchor, Soren. It's okay.
I'm calculating. Right. This. All right. Vani, what are you doing? How are you always going first? You're just like
Yeah, no.
Vani. You're always
good
going
at rolling
first.
initiative.
Good rolls and a +6.
Yeah.
I have
I've got a
+6.
+9.
He's rolling ass. Yeah, exactly. Soren has a +9. He's rolling ass.
I'll go here and bonus action. Rabbit hop. There.
You hop like the bunny.
And I'ma go crack. Crack.
Oof.
Wow, those are 7.
Both of those will miss.
Clink, clink.
Yep, and that's all I can do.
All right. Agathar, what are you doing?
Alright, so 10. I want to get a lay of the room. What's over here? Are those...
Those are sinks.
And he... Okay. He's going to go over... Can he hide under the sinks?
No. Not when this
Fair
thing
enough.
is literally looking right at you.
Fair enough. Alright. He'll just go that way. So it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And he's going to take a shot with his railgun again.
Go for it.
I don't think it's going to hurt himself because he hasn't taken a turn to shoot it again.
No, he hasn't.
Railgun time. I guess I should have done advantage. Well, never mind.
No, pew, miss.
Well, then he's got his pistol in his offhand. He's just gonna shoot. Pistol's a light weapon, right?
You need to shoot with your action to shoot with your pistol again.
Damn it. All right. I'm just, I don't know. Bonus action. Go fuck myself.
You can bonus action dash.
Where? Is there anything he can hide in here?
Well, there's these large basins of water here and here. You see shower heads lining the walls along here, and you see these two little pool-like areas that look like they look like these are like, you know, large tubs. So it's like you have your showers, you have your tubs, and then you have these basins of water that are just kind of like, it's very strange. You see the water is constantly flowing through them. Mm-hmm. But there's a grate on the top and bottom of it to keep it kind of like, you know, systematic.
Now, when you say tub, is it like a normal tub? Can he hide on like behind the tub?
No, it's into the floor.
It's in the floor. Okay.
You can dive in the water of the tub, and
he doesn't.
You know.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't know how to swim, so he's not jumping in water.
Okay.
Brother can't swim, so he's just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 here, and he'll call it there.
All right. Francois, what are you doing?
I wonder if she's gonna punch. 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna sock you in the mouth.
Gonna go right there.
Got a pretty
I'm
mouth.
gonna knock
What?
you out. Mama said, I'm gonna knock you out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 hits. 5. 12.
12.
19.
19. And fuck it. Key point.
2 more hits.
Another 10.
25, 29. All right. Also, Francois,
Yeah.
you would notice that 17 just barely breaches the defenses. The AC has gone up.
That's not very kosher.
That's not Gucci. That's not very cash money of you.
All right. Well, it's going to do the backstep lunge thing. Both of you make me con saves.
But what if, consider, you just don't do that?
Oh my good lord. Okay. The both of you are stunned, and you both take 9 damage. As this thing then moves over to here. And forms the large, and kind of like tucks its wings inwards. You see that large circle form around it before it sucks inwards. And because no one is in range, no one is taunted. Soren, what are you doing?
Yep, Soren.
Well, Soren is moving in and slashing with Migi first.
Go for it.
And kaboom.
That hits.
And then making 2 attacks with Adari.
You mean the 2 attacks with the Dari first, and then the one with Migi?
Yeah, however that works.
Yes. All 3
Boom,
hit.
boom. Yay. So Migi does
8.
what? Oh, yeah, 8 damage and boom, boom.
38 damage.
God damn.
Jesus.
This is the kind of damage rolls I want to fucking see.
Hell yeah.
Normally it's like 2s and 1. Well, the last attack was a 2, but
You maxed with Migi and Hidari.
Damn, what? Damn. Okay. All right. The girls are on point
And then
today.
the 2 on the last one, but that's
wait, hold on. So why is Hidari a D8?
Isn't she the longsword?
Why is it? Oh, did she? That's right. We fed her a weapon in Mir's
Yeah, I
Eye.
changed her damage today, I think.
Yeah.
the legendary Moonblade.
Anyway, is that your turn, Soren?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. Morgan.
Okay, I'm not defending this. She takes a couple steps back.
Normally I'd be a fan of it, but it doesn't mix well with whiskey.
Or Bailey's. Or Irish cream. Oh, wait. Actually, I don't move back. She kind of squeezes over and she touches it with her staff. I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
What you casting?
Bestow curse.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. It fails.
All right. Every time it makes an attack action, it has to do a 50-50 roll on whether or not it attacks an opponent or attacks itself. Pokemon style. Is that amenable?
Give me a
You can
high.
always-
Give me a high or low on this one.
High.
Because like I see the line. It just seems like a little bit stronger than the regular iteration of that particular effect.
I can have it waste its entire turn if you prefer.
You said high, I rolled low, so it is just going to waste its entire turn instead of punching itself.
I am fine. I am so fine with this. All right.
All right.
Having to do nothing is
That's me. I tap it with my staff as runic, like sickly green markings like crisscross around its body.
All right then, Vani, what are you doing?
Plop right there, and
You moved. Ah! Miss.
Ow.
Oh wait, no, flanking 17. That hits. 21 hits.
Weren't they stunned?
They're not stunned.
No, Vani isn't stunned, Rincewa is.
Oh yeah, no, Vani is stunned.
Well, is that con save including the aura effect?
Oh shit! You had your aura effect. Hey, Vani, what's your aura bonus?
hey, it's already counted in.
Oh, it's all counted in? Okay, then no. Vani's fine.
No,
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I'm
So-
sorry, Bonnie.
It's fine. I forgot about the sun effect too.
You fucking rat. No.
So yeah, skip turn, Vani. Agathar.
I mean, this is a long shot. Can Agatha shake Rincewa out of the stun condition, or is that...
Do
Not
you have
possible.
do you have lesser restoration?
I have your PayPal for $5.
Lesser restoration would fix it.
I
would
that.
say
Like no, but I could get you a commission.
I don't want to
will-
make her move using her own bones. I don't want to do that to my sister.
I will say you may make an attempt depending on what you think you could do to shake this woman out of a stunned effect.
How is she behaving in this stun effect?
She has been slammed and concussed. So it's one of those things of like she's taking a few seconds to recover from being concussed by this large ass thing smashing through her space.
As much as I want Rincewa to have a turn, I don't know if I can. I mean, he's proficient at medicine for some reason.
Medicine is a skill.
It is a skill. Or I could just keep shooting this thing. I'm gonna keep shooting this thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't want to keep hurting myself. No. Agathar is going to try to help Rincewa
Okay.
by like trying to get her to, when she's like recoiling, he wants to try to like use his appendages to kind of get her in the right direction and kind of like
Spank her on the
hold her
butt, move her in.
steady. Kind of like like
Okay.
kind of like hold her steady and like show her
All right.
like, hey, there it is.
All right. Roll me a medicine check.
All right.
He just jumps on her head and points.
18.
Hey, look at that. Francois, you were not stunned anymore.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And then yeah, he's going to skitter. He's gonna skitter to there, climb the wall,
All right, then.
like 10 feet, and that's it.
Okay. Francois, your turn.
Get him!
More
Yeah, pretty
punch.
much. More punch.
Knock him out!
Punch.
Do. Oh my sweet god!
Let's fucking go!
Jesus.
Holy shit! Agatha apparently just accidentally injected adrenaline into her body. Jesus Christ!
Okay.
So 9 to be
See,
13,
this is what happens when you do team.
22.
All right.
15, 22, yeah.
Continue. You gonna
Oh, it's
burn a
not
key
down?
point? No, it is not. These things are beefy, and this one has not been hit very much. It is looking rough. I will say that.
I'm gonna hold off just because I need some for later.
Remember, short rests are always an option.
That is true.
Having said that, are you still going to continue to hold off?
No.
Okay, well, you get a luck token.
I get a token and 7 more damage.
Hell yeah.
And can she get 2 tokens? Goddamn.
No.
No, it's to counteract the both
true.
side nat 20s up top.
Roll 20 giveth and roll 20 taketh.
My god, you guys have been rolling hot tonight. That's like 6 natural 20s.
Yeah.
All right, this thing. Let's roll the
Great.
wisdom save.
DC
No.
20. It does nothing.
Soren, go ahead.
Well,
You watch it try and move, and the curse marks flare up, and it just kind of like flexes its appendages, unable to do anything.
It just kind of like you know, it blue screens in front of you, just like.
all right. Well, Soren is going to strike twice with Hidari. Gabanga, Gabunga,
Yep, they both hit.
and just to see if these kill it.
26 damage. Not
Is it
enough
still
to
alive?
kill it.
All right. Well, he's going to take the last shot with Migi, and do 6 damage. Does that kill it?
No.
JFC. Yeah, that's gonna be his turn.
All right, Morgan. This
Kind of
thing
narrows
is
her
on
eyes
the
at it.
fritz.
As with one hand, she kind of lifts her coffee bottle up to her mouth, takes a drink, and then whips a spell, a cantrip at it. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Get fucked.
It's DC 20.
Yeah, it fails.
It takes 9 psychic damage and takes a D4 minus to its next saving throw.
9 psychic? It says 8.
Oh, 8 psychic, my bad. 8 psychic damage and a minus 1d4 to its next saving throw, which I have a
Or
feeling I
so.
know what it'll be.
Or his player also getting drunk IRL.
All right, Bonnet, your
Just a
turn.
little bit. You know I can make any kind of coffee in this mug.
Let's try this again. Move right there.
You're just ganging up on this thing.
Oh no!
Slap.
There you go.
You don't need to even do that much. Like the first hit kills it. I'm not even gonna lie about that one. How do you want to do it? like this thing had 5 hit points left. Roll damage on the first attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you
4.
needed the second one.
Absolutely need the second one.
The second one would actually kill it because it just had one after that.
Holy shit.
That is sad.
That's rough, buddy.
All right. So how do you do it? How do you kill this thing? How do you murder?
Nothing too flashy.
Nothing too flashy.
Yeah.
Sure about
It's just
that?
part of the job.
Yeah, what's nothing too flashy?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. It's sorted board person. How non-flashy can it get?
All right then. So yeah, no. You basically come in, you slice it across the back, and then you're like, not dead yet, and then you stab it through the chest and ruin its core and kill it. You guys aren't saying you want to spare the core. As this thing collapses to the ground and just dead.
How does it go again?
Just dead.
I think you cut out. You should do it again.
Dead.
Beautiful. All right.
One more time for prosperity since we're recording this.
Beautiful.
No, I didn't really feel that.
Audience.
I'm just kidding.
The audience stands. This is a standing
Again,
ovation.
All right, go ahead. Where are you guys going? What are you guys gonna do? The showers are secured.
The showers. You've secured the showers.
Hell yeah, you secured these showers.
Well, I mean, I guess Soren's just gonna take a peer and just peer around and see if he finds anything.
Sure, roll investigation.
Investigation. Boonga.
The showers are showers. You find soap and scrub brushes.
This was a waste. Has another swig of coffee before stashing it again and drinking another potion bottle to bring her health up a little more.
Does Soren catch her drinking from this?
It's her coffee bottle.
There's nothing wrong with the coffee bottle. It's just a coffee bottle. There's coffee in it. Don't worry about it. It's just
If you
coffee.
want, you can make a perception check if you really want.
No, he's going to go against his better judgment and trust Morgan because he's trying to give her some benefit so she doesn't feel like she's always suspicious. He's trying to help her.
Okay.
But he will be disappointed if she's wrong.
Oh, she's absolutely she can make any kind of coffee. And there's definitely a couple of types of coffee that are a little
All right. So you guys are gonna make your way further down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Hooray! More hallways. The doors close as you enter them. All right. Hang give me just a second. Oh! It's another guardian! Ah!
Yeah, the damn.
Hold on. I fucked. I fucked things. Hold on. All right. Let me just.
And even the DM's
zoom
drinking
this
now.
out a little bit. Let me just.
Oh, I wish I had alcohol. I'd be like, oh, cheers.
Closing time. Do 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 do. All right. Let me just move this to here. All right. Gads, another guardian. What will you do?
Damn it.
Who could have
Tell you what I'll do. Roll shit on initiative again.
Oh my
Why am I
god.
rolling so hot on initiative?
Yeah, Soren will go. I will go after Soren since his
Jesus.
initiative modifier is higher.
Yay, point. I have 4 of them now.
Let's go.
All right. Also, did you guys want to take a short rest in the showers, or do you want to keep going?
I would like a short rest. I
A
like
short
to
rest
sleep.
doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah, we can take shorty.
Okay, do you want to take it after this combat, then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or
Soren would probably want to take a short rest in the room with the benches because he wants to talk with Emiko.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys do that after this combat. I already rolled initiative and everything. You already see it. It's no. We'll finish this up. Don't worry. I'm sure you guys can finish this fairly quickly.
Yeah, I have a couple tokens. I'd like to spend that to override that and have the short rest now.
Oh, I can't do that. All right, Vonnie, your turn. Seriously, your initiative though. You just keep rolling very high. What?
Yeah, I don't
What?
understand it either. I'ma just move this way, and you know what? Sure. Jesus, why am I yawning? Fuck, I don't even know what.
You were going to attack, I think.
I don't have any ranged attacks. That's a thing.
Oh. You dash up. Get stunned.
I'll take the dodge action.
Alright, you take the dodge action. Okay. Alright then. That's what you're doing. This guy is going to move forward here. He's going to do the backstep lunge again over to here. Vonnie, make a con save. This time you have
Yay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you're stunned.
I'm rolling jack shit.
Yeah, you're really bad on your con saves, my man.
That is 9 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as this guy makes his way over to here. And then the wings come down, the circle expands outwards, and Morgan, make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw, you say?
I do say.
I'm not a fan of those.
16 passes.
16. Yay.
Zoran, what are you doing?
Well, Soren is going to. He's going to go ahead and enter a stance this time and blow that negative channel. So how are we going to do this? Because I'm guessing the explanation for the two damage die is, or the 2 damage dice is like it's with both weapons. Which I need to actually modify that in my.
What do you mean?
Well, one of them ignores resistances, and the other does not.
Yes.
So, where is the? Oh, there we go. Wait. I am sorry. I am being stupid with my character sheet. So how was that going to?
I guess I'm confused by what you're asking.
So these things have resistance to damage, right?
Yes.
The Arashi. No, not Arashi stance. God damn it. Sorry. This one.
Yes.
Yeah. So my understanding of the negative channel is that you're rolling both damage die to do your damage. So that tells me that you're swinging with both weapons, right?
Yeah.
So one weapon here has
So the way
resistance, as the other one does not.
Okay, the way that will work is the additional damage is the one that is resisted, and you roll the higher of the 2 damage dice for your main damage. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I roll 2d8 on this, or
no. The way it works is you're hitting with both weapons. You're gonna roll to hit with the weapon that has the higher damage die, and then you're gonna roll the lower damage die for your additional damage. Does that make sense?
okay, that makes sense.
And the lower damage die is gonna be resisted, while the other is not.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I actually had like an attack all written out here to do that.
Okay.
I'll work on that later. So we're going to move forward, and this is only going to be 2 attacks because I had to use my bonus action to enter stance. So, binga, banga.
Both of those hit.
So I'm just rolling this to get the damage die out there, and
That's fine.
so for the first attack, it's 14 and then 5, so 19.
No, that's with your modifier. You'd have to roll the die by itself.
All right. So yeah. Okay, that's a 1. That's a nat 1 then. So
Yeah, it's a 1. So
So
it's just
15.
1. So it's 15 damage. All right.
and then for the second,
That is a 6, so it's 3. So that's 20 damage.
all right. So those are his 2 attacks.
Yep. All right.
And that's his turn.
Yeah, Agathar, what are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna bonus action dash, and he's going to activate Ghost Step. So he's just going to dash through the wall here over there,
I did.
or like essentially 5, 10, 15. He essentially wants to get like here.
Okay.
Because he has maximum with bonus action dash, he can move 70 feet.
Yeah, you can get there easily enough.
Okay.
Slipping through walls and around things. It's very weird to go through a wall with this ability. It feels almost like you're swimming through sludge, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
That's weird.
Very weird.
He's done it before, I think. All right, and then he's going to fire the railgun.
All right, go for it. Roll to hit.
Fire the railgun. There we go.
Well, the first one was the 19
19.
hits.
Okay, cool. I was weird. Like it didn't register at first. I was like, it's weird.
Oh no! 22? Alright.
Hold on.
Oh,
18 feet.
40 damage.
Yep.
What did I tell you guys? You're fine. Red Slot, what are you doing?
We're gonna. And punch.
Alright, roll your 4 hits.
Aura.
3 hit.
And key point.
Both hit. That is 5 hits in total. 4.
4,
7,
7,
14. 20.
20. And
25.
25.
Imagine if you weren't having your damage reduced.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, imagine that, Shad.
Morgan, what are you doing?
What fucking world that would be.
That would be insane.
What a world that would be.
Morrigan is going to use a 3rd level to Misty Step.
Oh! No more second levels?
Misty Step is the 3rd level.
No, Misty Step is the
Misty
second
Step
level.
second.
Yeah, Misty Step a second.
Why is it? Oh, it is a 2nd. I'm sorry. I'm looking at how many castings I have. Not that level. I am drunk. Fuck. And she will turn and she will cast Mind Sliver at it. Give me an intelligence save.
Alright. It fails, but you notice it takes half the damage.
All right, so 7 psychic, and it takes a negative D4 to its next saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Oh, Vonnie, what are you gonna do? Oh, wait, you're stunned.
Rip.
Alright, it's going to slam its fist down onto you, Soren.
Yay.
That is a 21 to hit.
21. Oh my god, 21. That just barely hits.
Ooh, okay. Right. Renswell, make me a dex save.
It almost missed.
DX.
Right, and you have evasion, correct?
Not evasion. I've got the
Level 7
Lucky
monks get
footwork.
evasion, don't they?
Oh, I am on drugs. I do have evasion.
Yeah, we're all drinking.
You're also getting drunk.
Then half damage. Then yeah, half damage becomes no damage. Soren, eat 22 bludgeoning damage as this thing slams down, and a explosion radius erupts from wherever its fist slammed into. It then winds back and makes another punch at your face and misses horribly with a 12.
Yeah, that misses.
Oh, sorry, that's a 13.
This one misses.
What?
His AC right now is 21.
Yeah. You win. Soren, can you kill this
Oh,
thing
you-
in this one turn? I wonder.
I do not know. How bad is it looking?
It's rough. It's bloodied at the minimum. It's crumbling
Okay.
away.
Okay, so we're going to just take 2 Hidari slashes.
Through the core, please.
Oh, my god!
Soren Angie.
Ah!
Can I
hey.
change my mind and make it a Migi swing?
No. Also, Soren, you do know that Agathar is trying to save the core, so I will say with a critical
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah, Soren is
Soren
trying to save the core. So
Okay. I will say with a critical strike, depending on how that's like what 23 damage.
yeah.
Not enough to kill it.
Okay. Second attack. Beep, beep, boom. Block off. Okay, so
It had to happen eventually. Luck token.
yep. So the Migi attack 26 that hits, and this is gonna be 6 damage. Is that enough to kill it?
No.
Hisses and moaning.
Sis and moaning.
Hey, it's Agathar's turn though.
Incredible.
Hey, Agathar, buddy.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not aiming for the core because I want this goddamn thing.
I
This is
want
pouring
you.
vinegar in my Cheerios.
I want you. I want you, Agathar, to roll me an intelligence check for accuracy
Oh, fuck
on this
you.
next attack.
Fuck you.
Ah! Luck
Here they
token.
come.
Can't
Here
have
they come.
shit in this place.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
I'm giving myself advantage.
Oh, you're giving yourself advantage? Oh, well then you have advantage on that intelligence check.
Okay.
So no
just-
luck
just
token
do
for
the-
you.
A double 4.
Oh my god.
I'm rolling
Okay.
so many 4s today.
All right.
Yeah, so 24 to hit.
24 to hit? Alright. So, a 24 will hit this construct.
Mhm.
And I will say, even with your low intelligence roll, you will
Fucking
also
dumbass.
avoid destroying the core.
I was about to say he knows where these things are located.
Yes. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt on this one. I'll
Right.
say a 24 does hit, but not destroy the core. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm a benevolent GM.
Thank you.
It does kill this thing in one hit.
Alright, how much damage does Agathar take? Does he take one of the
8.
dice? Oh, he takes the okay. Yikes.
The additional damage is what you take.
He takes the additional damage. Got it.
That's why the additional
Yeah,
damage
he-
dice are rolled
yeah.
separately.
Yeah, this one he lets out a deep grunt.
Just my bones. My bones.
I can't change my
Absolutely the best post-stream bit.
All right. So yeah, you so yeah, no, you destroy this thing. And basically, whenever you do destroy this thing, you kind of like, you look around. You're like, ah, yes, the core. I can finally go get it. Roll me a investigation plus Arcana check.
Okay, investigation and Arcana. Man, it just does not want me to have things today.
Don't worry, you get more chances, probably. I will say, as you kind of like go to harvest this core, you recognize that it's a lot harder to harvest than you would think. It's like insanely hard to harvest, almost. One might say it's a DC 20 check? 2025
so
check?
something that's very easily something I can do if I could roll above a 7.
Yes. Very much so.
Can Soren give like motivational bonus? he's gonna give the kobold scritches.
That you would have been able to give the help action if you had thought of it before he rolled. I'm sorry.
Damn it. He still accepts the scritches, but he still looks mildly peeved.
So what exactly is it you're looking for? I know you've been trying to find something.
These things run on these cores. I want to inspect it. I've never seen stuff like these before.
Would it be something I could probably take out?
As long as you don't strike and destroy it when you make an attack, so I don't see why not. But it's also complexly wired into these things. You could open it to make it easier, but you could certainly help me.
And now, would you guys like to take a short rest?
Yes.
All right, let's take a rest. Let's take a rest, and we'll come back to it later. Aye.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. I assume you guys want to go back to the room where your 3 rescues are, right?
Well, Soren does.
Are you gonna drag us there, Shad?
Yes, that's what I was gonna do.
All right.
I'm not gonna force you guys to walk through this whole damn complex again.
You sure about that?
No. I may be cold, I may be mean, but I'm not heartless. I'm not
It's
heartless.
also more efficient this way, but that's beside the point.
You gotta kind of have no heart to be mean. So. So Soren's gonna
All right,
get
then.
those
So-
3 balance back and be at max.
What are you guys doing for this hour of short resting? I need resources you're burning if you're burning any.
I'll do arcane recovery.
All right. Arcane
Getting
recovery.
back key points, and then I'm gonna roll some hit die.
I need to make sure if I even can, because I know he needs to.
Sucks.
Rounding up for arcane recovery.
Arcane recovery naturally rounds up.
4.
God damn. I got nothing back.
There we go. Took 4 of them, but
Mouse training.
16 back. What the fuck?
That's a lot of nat ones. Holy shit.
That's where all the ones are. They're hidden in the hit dice.
Yeah, Soren's gonna also spend some hit dice to get some of that health back. So.
Yeah, that hurt.
Did I not write that down? Shad, I know Ector has a second way of keeping 2, like, essentially Belle and Anna. He expends a spell slot and he gives them hit dice. What was the roll on the hit dice?
No. The what you're thinking of is animating them without spending spell slots, and that requires you to sacrifice hit dice.
Oh, okay. Oh, but to keep them both up, he can still use it. Okay, never mind.
73.
I've been running on the opinion that every time that he recasts the
No. The way it works is you sacrifice hit dice every day instead of spending a spell slot for it.
Oh, I see. Okay. If he's out of spell slots, he can sacrifice hit dice. All right.
Or you could just
rolling
sacrifice hit dice and not worry about spending spell slots.
That's true. I already calculated me not having my spell slot, so that's why I did arcane recovery to get that 3rd back. So it's fine.
Yeah, remind me, Shad. Is it your combo? Oh wait, +4. Never mind. It added both. Never mind. I'm dumb.
4.
Roll. couple more here. Get jacked and
1, 7.
9. I actually thought I told it to roll 2, but
1 more.
This is a very teeter-totter day,
There we
isn't
go.
it? So many crits, but also so many fails.
Yeah, it has
That'll work.
definitely been both sides of the spectrum.
Also, Renswell, did you get the luck token for your initiative roll?
excuse me.
Renswell?
And then he gets
Chai? Buddy?
Think Discord is their Discord's messing up.
Oh, no.
Or their mic may be angled up.
Maybe.
No, it's definitely internet at this point.
Yeah, I know. I just sent a message up. Alright. Just a second. I am going to do a thing. If you guys are resting, we're gonna change to some resting.
I think as we're resting, I Agatha doesn't even think about this, but he'll like essentially be over here and he'll just let the girls stretch their legs. So Belle and Anna are out right now.
Well, move their tokens onto the map.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. They need to be big, or well, Belle could be this size. Anna needs to be bigger.
Which one's Anna?
This one.
Okay.
You don't recognize my babies?
Not
No.
from the range, not from the distance I'm at.
They all look the
Zoom in,
same to me.
forehead.
Also,
Belle can at least be medium size.
I'll give you vision on both of them.
Hooray!
All right. So, Soren, you wanted to talk to Emiko.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So as you guys kind of like return, Roger kind of like waves at you guys. You guys done clearing the place out yet?
Soren just goes and shakes his head, goes, "Not yet, but we're making good progress."
Oh, okay. He then goes back to enjoying his hot chocolate. Emiko just looks over to you as you approach. Resting before the next fight, I see.
It felt like a good time to do so. Also gives me an opportunity to speak with you if you'll allow it. Empress, was it?
Yes, Empress Akahara.
It's an honor to meet you. Would you be willing to answer some questions for me? I've got some curiosities about these blades that you apparently recognize.
I recognize their make. I don't recognize them specifically.
Well, the make may help. Would Soren know enough about kitsunes to, like, I'm assuming these are the same as in like Pathfinder, where if they have multiple tails, they could be like thousands of years old, right?
Well, you don't know shit. You are a nomadic rabbit from a tribe of wanderers. I would say I would say you may make a history check to see if you have heard any legends or tales, but you're gonna need to roll fairly high to get anything.
I was just wagering that since Migi and Hidari are both kitsune spirits, they would have shared a little bit about their history with him, but
Not necessarily.
okay. But he does know that he has been told that kitsunes are extinct, though, right?
Yes.
So he's going to. And how long has Emiko said she's been here?
2 years.
A couple years, yes.
So he's going to say, you said you've been here for about 2 years, eh?
He nods.
So this might sound as a bit of a daft question, but are you a kitsune by chance?
Yes, I am.
It's quite odd to see you here, seeing as, well, from what I've heard, the kitsune race has been extinct for a long time.
This is new knowledge to me.
Hmm. So how did you end up here, by chance? Do you know?
As I said, a robed man whispered nothings into my ear, and I fell asleep. I woke up here later.
What year is it? What year is it? What year do you remember it being?
I remember it being 2 years ago. She gives the date.
Well, and the date is actually 2 years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, he looks down with a furrowed brow, and says, "Why, the kitsunes have been extinct for far longer than that. Is your hometown? Are you the only one at your home in your home country?
No, I am not. I
Is it
don't
a
know what you
country-
mean by saying we are extinct when we are not.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. These two blades, what is their make, and who was the one that designed them?
I don't know who designed them, but I recognize soul blades when I see them.
So you do know that these are soul blades.
She nods. There's an aura to them. One that is uniquely soul in nature.
I see. He then asks inward to Migi and Hidari and says, "Would you let the Empress here examine you and see if they could find out anything about you if you're willing for that?"
Migi will kind of speak up. I suppose. Although, she doesn't look right. Yeah,
How so?
man, she's like different.
How do you mean?
Well, like, it's hard to say, man. It's like a lack of a spark, I guess? Oh no, there's like a pretty big one there, but there's like no well. Yeah, but then again, Soren doesn't have one either, and that's pretty weird. Hidari nods as well.
What do you mean by a well?
Well, hey, don't take any offense, Soren, but, well, technically not really. Like, a lot of people in this world don't have wells, we've noticed. They don't have, they don't have innate power in them. They aren't, they don't have soul magic.
Well, I wasn't able to cast magic until recently, so that kind of makes sense.
That's different. It's something you're born with, not given.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I wasn't born able to cast magic, so it would make sense that I wouldn't have this, right?
Yes and no. Where we're from, everyone has it. And she doesn't. Sure, she's like a pretty strong spellcaster person, lady. But like... And she's old? But like, she doesn't have that natural well.
What was the year when you were alive, if you don't mind me asking. Do you remember?
It's a little fuzzy for us, Soren.
I understand.
Gosh, I don't know. 200 to 500 years ago?
He's going to address Emiko and say, "Would you mind me asking how old you are?"
Hmm. A bit rude to ask a woman their age, but I suppose it is somewhat relevant. She'll stroke her tails. Each of these represents 100 years at a minimum. I have lived nearly 1,000.
I see. No offense was meant by it. See, there's a puzzle I'm trying to solve for my friends who currently reside in these blades. Uh, he then asks Miki and Hidari, "Do you have any compunction with her communicating with you for a second?"
They both shake their heads no.
He goes. He then addresses Emiko and says, "Would you be willing to speak to the two souls here? We're looking for some answers for them."
Well, of course.
He then he's going to untie the blades from his belt and say, "Here they are. Please do be careful with them. They are very dear to me."
I understand. Your bond with them is strong. And she'll, take them both, and she'll hold them. Then you'll see her kind of, get a confused look on her face. Then after a moment or two, she'll hand them back. I'm sorry to say, but they are unlike any kitsune I've ever seen before.
Oh?
They're different from me and my kind.
They kind of mentioned the same thing about you. There are differences between the two of you, it seems. I was just curious to know if you recognized them or could at least maybe remember a name of some kind. Maybe you'd met them in passing since you're that old.
She
He
shakes her
ties the blades
head.
back to his belt.
I do not know them. I do not know their kind.
Hmm. Could you do me a favor and explain to me how they're different?
Hmm. Well, at first, I thought they were sorcerers of some kind. But that wasn't quite right. It was their souls that were different. They were stronger. Their potential was far greater than any of my race could be capable of, even myself. Mayhaps that is why they were formed into the weapons they are right now. Soul blades often draw upon the potential of whatever they are formed from.
So would you say in a society where everyone has that kind of, well, they referred to it as a well, would it to you would it seem like only the really strong ones would be utilized for this purpose?
I don't think so. I
So they could
think
be
that I think that I think that if what they say is true, every member of that particular Kitsune race was like that. And if they are all like that, then, well, I could see them being driven to extinction for the mere capabilities they could offer to whomever wields their soul as a weapon.
Hmm.
Or he's gonna like tug on Soren's poncho, or like, what is it, like a scarf?
Yeah, it's like a scarf. He looks down and goes, "Aye, Mori."
She's a little flush in the face. Is like, you know more than this about this. We know
What is she?
we know who made them.
Well, we do, but I was trying to figure out more about them.
Oh, I mean,
If you know who made them, then I would be interested in getting to meet this person myself.
we know of them. We have not met them.
His eyes kind of narrow at Emiko, and he asks, "Now, I have to ask what purpose you would want to meet them for."
To simply ask a few questions. If
I
you
see.
think that I am seeking to create more like these girls here, that is not the case.
I think you'd more want them done in.
That's what I was thinking. You would want to exact some kind of revenge on them
The person
because they're your
who
people.
the person who creates such weaponry may not inherently be evil unless they are the ones who sought them out and killed them, and even then, time changes things, and people come to regret past actions, hence why it would be a discussion. If I did find them wanting, I would not deny that I would seek to end their lives, but that is assuming they are found wanting.
I mean, if they were found wanting and were capable of making these two blades, how fair you think to them?
I am a woman with 1,000 years of experience behind my back, and a kingdom as well. I feel I have the resources I could. I feel I have ample resources.
Yet here you are in a cave.
Regardless of all of that,
Sorry.
they stand to be the only ones that could free the souls from these blades, and I would wish for them to do it before any other action is taken.
Like I said, I only wish to talk.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
Mori,
I just want to talk.
Mori kind of backs off after that, kind of mumbling sorries before she kind of like has another swig from her coffee bottle.
But yeah, Soren wasn't trying to drive her away. He was just saying that he just wants a way to get them freed first. So he's going to think for a little bit and say, "Well, I think that's all I needed. Did you have any questions for me, Empress, Your Highness?"
How'd you come into possession of these two?
Believe it or not, they were a gift. Me old master who had trained me in the ways of the samurai, handed them down to me. They only awoke recently. They were dormant before that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. And your master was not the one who made them?
No, she was just a master samurai who trained me in the ways of the blade and helped me in many other ways, and now I find myself in the unenviable position of hunting down someone I cared about.
Well,
That being the master.
my apologies for your situation. May I see your sword stance?
He blanks and then goes, "Sure. Which one? I know several."
Any of them.
Well, I think I'm gonna show you the one I normally use, and he steps back and takes his dual wield stance of Notoriu, like drawing both the blades.
Interesting. And those bells you have connected to the hilts of your weapon.
Which I have forgot about and have not been ringing for, damn it.
We forgot about the bells.
Fail.
And the
Belle
bells.
turns her head. Yeah.
Yes. And the bells you have at the bottoms of your weapon. What do they represent?
Well,
They're pretty.
Well, they're to help me achieve what's called a perfect dance, where when I swing a blade, the bells should not make a noise if I do it perfectly. I haven't been too successful in that. I'm still trying to get that down. But I've gotten better.
Mm-hmm. And what happens once you perform a perfect dance?
Well, I'm sure the bond with me blades increases. I attain more mastery and I just get better.
I mean, if you weren't trying to chase down your master for reasons, what would happen if your master felt you had performed a perfect dance?
He stops and thinks about it and says, I think she would be proud.
You would also get a golden bell instead of silver ones.
Right, yeah, he said, well, I feel she'd be proud and would then replace these bells with gold ones.
Then I know your
that-
style.
Do you?
Yes. It is the style of the water dancers of Old Atland. Before it became ch-ldr-n.
His eyes immediately narrow, and he goes, is that right?
She nods.
Then what about this one? And he enters another stance. The other one he's used to yank a couple people off a cliff, a Rashi stance.
Same school, different style.
That's why she went to ch-ldr-n. She already has history with them.
So also from the Water Dancers?
She nods.
Alright, and this, he enters this stance.
Same school,
shouldn't-
different style.
I should know 5 stances, but I forgot
Yes,
to...
all-
I guess I...
So all 5 of your stances are from the same school.
Well, I've only got 4 listed because I
Yeah.
think I was trying to decide on my 5th one and never
That's
never
fine.
really came to a decision.
Well-
but I know
well-
which one I want to take now.
That's fine. You take whatever ones you want. Basically, as she will explain, Atland was a country of knights and knight orders. You had the Order of the Star, the Order of the Crown, the Order of the Fist, the Water Dancers, and the Order of the Shield. Each knight order was specified for a particular designation. They had their own methodology, they had their own recruitment methods, and they had their own training methods. They had their own peculiarities and styles. The water dancers were known to move like liquid. They were supposed to flow through the battlefield. It is said that masters of their craft could stride upon water as if it were solid ground.
Interesting. So I suppose that explains the bells, because if you're smooth enough, then the bell makes no noise.
She nods. Yes. Sadly, around a few decades ago, whenever Atland was still at its height, something happened, and a new force seemed to come out of nowhere, that called themselves ch-ldr-n. And slowly over the next few decades, they took over the whole country, and the Night Orders were extinguished.
So, Sensei was probably one of their surviving order. Or one of their surviving numbers.
Possibly. I couldn't say. What I do know is that the Night Orders and ch-ldr-n did fight. They were overwhelmed.
Soren then just puts a hand to his chin and as he just begins to bare teeth, and he begins to utter, "Then why the hell would she join them?"
You're saying your master, who is a water dancer of ch-ldr-n's old order, joined ch-ldr-n?
He closes his eyes and nods and says, "Aye, she has."
Seems a bit strange for such an honorable lot.
Aye, it is. And she was very honorable. She had to have known what ch-ldr-n is capable of and what they're doing. Damn it. He begins pacing.
My apologies for putting you in a state of disarray.
No, it's fine. I need to know this. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can use it to help bring her back to me. I really don't want to kill her.
Sword would feel oh god damn it, the connection, no.
I mean, I can still hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh no, I guess he just died a little bit real quick.
Yeah, that might have been really delayed.
the delayed death keel of Agathar's internet.
And Rents was too.
I'm here.
Hey, look at
Oh,
that!
there you are.
I never left.
Oh, well, you weren't responding for a little bit.
I wasn't being spoken to.
My connection.
Are you back?
I heard you.
Hi, I'm back. Of course,
you
just
are.
like as Sora started pacing, I started narrating anything, and then everything went quiet. I look over to my Discord, it's red bars. I'm like, fuck!
Oh. So yeah, he's pacing. He's angry. What are you doing?
Yeah. Sword would feel a very light, mystical hand, visible, softly lay on his shoulder, and give a small little squeeze. As Agathar is like sitting in front of Renswell, just like staring at the the projected blueprint of his railgun, and he like kind of has noticed Soren start pacing. And
he probably would have heard the "damn it."
Yeah, especially that. And so there's a little mage hand softly lays on his shoulder and gives his shoulder a little like squeeze.
He's gonna look over to Agathar and to see him and just kind of smile, but his emotions have been kind of thrown for a loop by this information. I don't know if Agathar can hear what Emiko is saying, but
I can roll a perception at disadvantage. Agathar was pretty focused on his thing.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Agathar didn't hear anything.
He just knows his partner's angry.
Yeah, he just heard "damn it," which kind of snapped him out of it.
And then looked over to see him pacing back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's gonna feel the hand and just like, I don't know if Agathar feels it, but he's gonna reach a hand up and like pat it. And And then he's going to address Emiko again and say, well, I thank you for the information. Anything you can tell me about the water dancers would be most helpful, Your Eminence.
Sure, I can share a little bit of information. What I know at the very least.
Especially if you know any techniques that might not have made it past that made it past the years.
Well, I do know that they had a particular deflection technique that was quite interesting.
Aye, and she used it against me when when we fought each other. That was entirely one-sided, and I let down my guard because I couldn't believe what I was hearing her say. But could you maybe offer me some pointers? I've been trying to master it and not having any luck.
Perhaps later, when we're not in the middle of a prison escape.
That's fair. So, I guess we should probably we're gonna finish up, resting up here, and then get to clearing this place out again. We'll come back and let you know when we're ready to take you out.
Of course. I wish you luck.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I appreciate it. And he's going to do a very Eastern bow, like he's been taught by Misaki,
She will
and
simply nod.
he's going to turn around and start just kind of like pacing over this way to the wall, and just kind of stand there and or just kneel down and begin to meditate.
Right?
Soft snoring of Mori.
Is there anyone else that would like to do anything else during this short rest?
Agathar has, like I said, he's been poring over the blueprint of his railgun, and he's just like staring at it as like it's floating and moving around. Occasionally he taps it to like get it at a different angle. And I think he absentmindedly speaks with Renswa if she isn't busy doing anything. And he's gonna say, "I didn't take account for the heat. Why did I think of that?"
What's up?
So I noticed the flaw of my railgun. Well, it's a double-edged sword, essentially. Every subsequent firing of it, it starts backlashing. Because it's creating so much heat here, and he like points to where like a holographic needle is laying. It's generating so much power. It's creating a lot of heat, and it's every other fire, it's well getting faster, but the recoil is getting greater. I didn't account for that.
I mean, it is quite a large gun.
Yeah, it does.
By the time you put enough heat sinks to draw away the heat from a fire, you'd render the gun completely imbalanced.
Right. He like narrows his eyes. Maybe. Maybe I can make another rune in it, in the chamber. Evocation, lace it with some Zim lights, and after it fires, it turns on and cools the chamber.
Alternatively, I would assume the heat is localized at one point where the firing mechanism is.
Yeah, the center point of where all the runes essentially dump their focused energy into.
So then perhaps a sort of runic trail leading to leading out from that point to sort of dispense that heat, rather than having large amount of heat in one spot, disperse it evenly throughout the gun.
His head tilts one way and like his eyebrow raises. As he kind of like starts like kind of imagining in his head like potential runic patterns and heat disposals, and like kind of points to where his hand is in the hologram. I could turn some finger bones into vents where the runes can push the heat and gas so it has a place to leave. Instead of being trapped inside of the barrel, it is able to leave early. But it might mess with the range.
Perhaps. But I don't think that this thing is lacking in range.
Nah, not really. I can.
I think you could sacrifice a bit of it to avoid it exploding in your face.
Yes, but what I'm worried about is all of the flying machines that ch-ldr-n has. I want to make sure that this is able to punch into that armor. I mean, it can, at the maximum, it can go about 360 feet, but at around 130, it is about where I can be as accurate as it can be. It's a good range, but I want to make sure I hit those bastards from afar.
Yes, well, as we saw in the Dwarven City, when we chucked essentially a bomb at them, that they were able to all but stop with a shield. I would say it's less about being able to have one good shot, and more about the consistency of being able to take several once those shields go down.
That is true, but if I can get in her face, I could potentially destroy her shield with Veronica. I was able to do that with the Praetorian bubble shield. I would imagine it's similar or the same technology. If I could hit her with Veronica, I could there's a good chance I might destroy her shield. But then again, I would have to get in her face. But at least, who am I kidding? She's faster than I am. Especially now.
Well, at the end of the day, I would say that it is up to you.
Maybe I can make a carbine version of it. He like kind of taps his chin a little bit in thought, but you know what? I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do what you said. I think that is a very good idea, and maybe it doesn't totally cure it, but it prevents me from getting injured too quickly. I want to make sure I keep firing without, losing my arm. Even though I could grow at the back, but I have to find some skin, and that would be a pain.
I would say yes, let's try to keep it attached. Ideally.
Ideally. And sorry.
No, you're good. Go for it.
Okay. And Vonnie, what are you doing over there with that body?
Seeing as how yeah, don't worry about it. Now, seeing that Aggie has been wanting the core, Vonnie's just going to take a look at it and finding the shards of the core, just taking notes.
All right.
Making construction efforts.
You have tinker tools?
No.
You got Smith's tools. I would say go ahead and roll me a Smith's tools check.
Boop.
Oh,
okay.
Natural 20 on the other side.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll say have advantage because it's magic shit. You know how to make magic shit.
Right.
With a natural 20, you believe that at worst you could attempt to reconstruct a core from the shards of one of them. At worst. At best, you feel that if you were to help direct someone searching for a core, or to like keep a core intact, that you could probably do that.
Alright.
You would know that in order to keep that intact, you guys would have to take out the limbs first and do a substantial more amount of damage to the rest of the body to leave the core intact, but also disable this, but also destroy the golem as well. So basically, you'll be increasing the HP pool of whatever you're attacking to try and keep the core intact, but in doing so, you'll also, keep the core intact.
With the natural 20, it's probably going to be a different check. Do I figure out how they're linked?
I would say no. Like, you would need an intact core to find out how these things are linked, because, like, effectively, whenever the thing is destroyed, all connections and connecting lines to it are severed, and they kind of just dissipate elsewhere.
Alright, there goes that plan. I was going to try to do a funny.
Yeah, you're gonna try and
I
use
might-
this particular construct to affect the other ones, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. It is certainly a possibility, but you'd have to do some big finagling with a live one. And even then, it might just destroy itself before you get the chance to do anything.
So, good news, bad news. Good news. If you want the core, Agathar, there's a chance to get it. Bad news, it's gonna suck.
How sucky?
We need to destroy its limbs and extract it while it's alive.
That sounds difficult.
Not so much extract it while it's alive, but destroy the whole around the core, but not damage the core itself.
We need to pull it out while it's somewhat stable.
Oh, I think I'm catching on what you're meaning. Well, if we blow off its arms, it can't punch people.
Yeah,
Well, kick.
downside, it will make it a lot harder to put down.
Well, I mean, we've been. Once it's been getting closer to us, it's been really laying in the heart. He just kind of waves his hands. If we can, that would be great, but I also have a ton of projects on my plate. I would just be adding another one, so I was more wondering what I could potentially do with it with my summons, or see if I can do anything with it.
No, this is a whole different construct to those.
I know, but if it's still connected with a construct, I just want to see what kind of power it's radiating out, you know? If I just don't want to study it. I've never seen these things before, and they look, well, cool, I guess? I don't know. These things look weird, and the fact that it's gaining resistance to anything that we do to it is fascinating.
Yeah, there's also a chance they'll self-destruct once they realize what we're trying to do.
He shrugs. Then we gets rid of a threat, I guess. I would like to try, but if we start getting, pummeled for it, I would rather just let it go.
Yeah, the whole chance of it self-destructing makes it not really worth me testing out something.
And
Just
I
gonna
don't
try
want.
to inverse the relays, making it vulnerable and not resistant.
Yeah, and I don't want to keep getting you guys pummeled for a hunch of opinion, I guess.
Understandable.
We're here for a job, and I don't want to, get in the way of it.
Yeah,
Soren, who's
I
been
tried.
Soren, who's been sitting behind like Agathar and meditation for the last part of the rest, has basically had a water skin of water, and he's just been messing around with the shape water spell again, just trying to get the hang of it. And he just responds to Agathar with, "Well, you know me, I'm more than willing to help you out in that. I'm used to taking punches."
I know, but we're going up against a clone of Lucas. I'd rather face him with her faces intact.
He just smiles weakly and says, "Well, that ain't me most important part, but if you insist."
Yeah, but I can't smooch you if you don't have a face.
Sure you can.
Right. Well, you guys pack up after your short rest, and you begin to make your way back out into the complex.
If Morgan is still asleep,
She is like leaned up against the wall, her head back, mouth agape, just
so he is hold on. He basically takes a few steps over to and then sees Morgan there as he's got this ball of water just shaped where it is, and he's about to put it back into his water skin as he looks over at Morgan who's asleep. And then he just like kind of uses the spell to can he use it to like move it over and then sprinkle a few drops of water onto Morgan's face?
I would say yes.
Okay. He's going to do that to try to wake her up, and then he's gonna will it back into the water skin. You awake, Maury?
Roll high or low. I've got this bad feeling she's like PTSD ass some weird shit up.
Low.
Also, did the whole screen just go black for everybody? Or like,
No,
We've been moved back to
you got
place.
moved.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, high or low.
High. Say high. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, how are
61. You spray her face and she kind of makes like this like grimace look like
Let's go, Maury.
eyes one like creak open. Fine.
And he just gestures the water back into his water skin and moves on.
I don't like that you're magic. No.
Do you want me to carry you?
Yes.
He's gonna smile and sigh and then pick her up and carry her.
Onward, steed.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, you're getting put back down now.
Huh? Oh, you suck.
I'm kidding.
She kind of like she wanders off along with you.
So I'm kidding, and he continues to hold her as he carries her along. And then when he gets back to the party, he's gonna be like, "All right, I've got to put you down now. I need both hands."
No, you don't. You're good with one sword. Try putting the other one between your teeth. I saw it in a book once.
he goes, "I'd like to see that book, but I ain't familiar with it."
Okay. Yeah, one of the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I find it. It's in the pile somewhere.
All right. Well, you guys are returned back to the room where you left things. You see a doorway to your right, and a doorway just above you and just above and ahead of you. And below this walkway, you see what look to be, large, like metal cylinders below you. That seem to kind of like expand down far into the darkness below.
Going straight down?
Straight down, yes.
Can Dark Vision see all the way down there?
Nope.
Can Agatha wants to like step on them if he can? He wants to like.
You cannot.
Oh, can't. Okay.
You'd have to like climb down there.
I mean, he's got a climbing speed, but if they're not easily accessible, he's not gonna.
No, it's not
Down
easily
there.
accessible.
Okay.
All right. So which way are we going now?
One more question about the tubes. Are these tubes? Can you tell if they're designed to, like, carry something, or are they more like ventilation?
Or are they the internet?
They look, they you don't really know what their purpose is. They just look like large metal tubes.
Fair enough. Agatha thinks about shooting one, but doesn't, because just in case if it's a gas line or something.
Shooter.
And Bill and Anna will stay out. Actually, I think they're gonna hang around.
Okay. So, which door are you going into? Door number 1 or door number 2?
This one.
Okay. You open it up and lo and behold, there's another door.
Oh wow, who could have guessed?
Hooray.
Yay!
You go to this door, you open it up, and bum, 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 there is prisoners
Hooray!
and a unique sight. So as you step into this cell, into this doorway over here, give me a second to adjust the camera a little bit. Like that.
Oops.
That's a
Yeah.
succubus.
As you walk into this room, you see that the prisoners lining the wall here and here are still in their cells, but this cell looks to be opened. As you see, there's a parting in the energy wall here. And above you is, very interestingly, a female-looking creature that has tentacles for hair and a small little cup of tea. If anyone would like, you guys may roll intelligence arcana checks.
It's a regular arcana.
Yes. Morgan, you get a luck. Oh yeah, you're a halfling. You sure you don't want the luck token?
Yeah.
Goddamn
No.
Okay. Agathar, Morgan, the both of you,
That's an 8.
it makes sense that both of you would know this because you're wizards. That's a mind flayer.
This is the mind flare?
Yeah, it's a mind flayer. Shut it.
You there, barely clothed. Who was in the other cage?
She very delicately sips her tea and says, I do not know. Some person in military fatigue.
All
May
right,
I make your acquaintance?
No.
And why not?
Because I like having my head where it is.
I will have you know that should you free me from this cell, I will not be consuming any of the brains you have available in your party. That is not what I
When-
do.
Pass.
When she says free, Agatha already has just swung Veronica to open the cell.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up. Okay. So yeah, you shatter.
Agathar sees another potential harem member.
Oh my god, no!
Yep, that's why he's swinging.
Agathar's like, this one good at the suck. I want.
Wait, you got it.
She might not eat my brain, but she might give it.
Maury's
Oh,
like,
This is one
He's
of
like,
the
no, we aren't saving this one egg. He's like, ha, hold my beer, bam. It's like just
Like the
slow
great-
turns to Agatha. Is like,
the
yeah.
great thing about having many waifus. I can use one of them to free more.
Just
All
steps
right.
around and has another deep drink.
All right, hold on. So you smash this barrier and it goes down, and she blinks a couple times, like, "Oh, huh."
He twirls the scythe in his hand, zoop, 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 and then just sets it on his shoulder.
Agathar, as long as we have your word, there are other prisoners we've let escape. As long as you don't touch them, we're cool.
Well, why would I? We are all in this together, are we not?
I would like to think so.
It would
Insight
represent my country of Athor very poorly. She places a hand to her chest and offers a small bow. My name is Elizabeth, and I am the Queen of Athor.
Oh, great. He's
Just-
walking up.
Is he just collecting royalty?
Just raises her hands to the air and kind of groans. Ah,
Soren,
and princesses and queens. And
the Soren then kind of just like
Weeaboo.
makes a realization and goes, "So this is who he's replacing. He's just been trying to get control over the entire world through their leaders.
Yep.
All of these leaders have probably been replaced by clones."
I would not put it beyond the capabilities of that one. But at the
You see
same
his
time, it would
face?
be fairly difficult for him to replace me, as I function as the elder brain of our society.
Did
I'm
you
sure
see
you-
his face? Sorry.
My apologies, but I did not. It was a robed figure with a whisper of words, and I was suddenly asleep. It was interesting to dream. Assuming
The
that's
words-
what it was.
The words didn't happen to start with, "I heard a rumor that," did they?
So you have met this individual too, have you?
So it wasn't Lucas.
Quite interesting. And you? She looks at you, Soren. You have quite a large brain for someone of your particular profession.
I think there's few out there who would beg to differ. He says with a grin. He says with a smile. I ain't really that intelligent, and please don't comment on my brain when we have just talked about you eating them, possibly.
I do not deny what I am. It would be disingenuous.
Actually, Soren probably doesn't know what illithids are, so he probably wouldn't say that.
Go ahead and roll me like a history check once it's apparent like what she is, to see if you know anything about them.
History check.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's fucking go, Soren!
It's one of
I take it
those
back, Soren's
things.
very big brain.
It's one of those things of like you didn't know what it was until like it was mentioned, and you're like,
Until somebody pointed it out.
oh, yeah, and you're like, oh, illithids, mind flayers, they eat brains, and they have these large brains called elder brains that basically act as like the hive mind for their whole like little grouping. And you would even know that they are aberrations from other planes of reality. However, this particular one, even though she says she functions as an elder brain, does not look like a fucking elder brain.
No, she's a waifu.
She's too well endowed.
It's like she doesn't look like an elder brain. She looks like AI.
That's not
Oh my
AI.
god.
To be fair, I can't tell. It's a very tiny token.
Good, thank you. I would hurt myself if I thought if it was. Anyway,
Send me
stepping.
the full art. I'll find out.
Oh, I mean, it's
Research.
easy to find. Just look up like Lady Mind Flayer. Anyway,
As Elizabeth
But have your
leaves,
Google save
she's-
search on.
I mean,
he, like,
she's moving
It's
over
beyond
here.
that point now.
It's Shad.
She's not leaving the room. She's just moving over here to kind of like sit and wait. And stepping out of the cell further down here is a half and half dragonborn. that is white scaled on one half, dark scaled on the other. And as he kind of like looks around, just like, oh, a rescue effort. I thank you
A
all.
rule, I presume.
Not exactly as important as that. My name is Alexander Vantus Magnifico. 16th in line for the throne of Tyrandria.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomato, tomato.
It still seems to be near royalty, I suppose.
He motions to the open cell.
When did that cell open, and who was in that one?
I believe it was a member of the ch-ldr-n military. A strange-looking man came in here and simply opened the gate. They had a top hat, and they had a strange-looking outfit on. It was, like liquid metal. Not quite sure.
Do you know where they went?
He shakes his head. No, the man seemed to step into the air, and there was a tear in space behind him. And that's where the military figure went through. And they disappeared as well.
And I would assume, is that person in the liquid metal, is that the one of the people who has been around here, or have we only ever interacted with those constructs?
No, they are new, from what I could tell. And I have to ask, have you seen more of this prison?
Yes, we have. We freed some other prisoners.
Were any of them a black-scaled kobold?
No. I would assume this kobold is important.
Yes. They are my personal bodyguard. She means a lot to me. Her name is Skitter.
Alright. Well, we can keep looking for it. Well, looking for her. And we'll let her know that you have been freed and you're with safe company.
Yes. If you see her, he'll reach into his pocket and pull out a mismatched coin that has black and white on it. Hand her this, and she'll know you came from me.
He'll take it and inspect it and gives a nod. Okay. Agathar, by the way. Agathar Fang.
It is a pleasure to meet you. He'll hold out a hand and shake yours.
Yeah.
And then he'll make his way down here. Gives the Mind Flayer some space.
Yeah, the Mind Flayer and the undead each appearing into the door.
Oh, like, oh no! He's gonna give that some space too.
Hello.
Looks to Vonnie.
She waves.
Looks to Vonnie. Vonnie, that thing. Sorry, ma'am, the undead is talking.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
The loud one behind Bell. Is there any fighting going on? I'm bored.
Oh no, there's two of them talking.
Just wait until the fighting starts.
Frother.
The big one starts.
Brother.
To
Oh
shake.
yeah, brother! Give me that fight!
It dispels.
Anyway. Oh,
Nothing
you...
different about this door.
That door, you cannot open it.
If these creatures don't know what's in store for them, I'm gonna blast them with a shotgun in my knees. Oh yeah!
I'ma snap them
It's
like
so
a
hard to
Slim
resist that.
Jim.
It's so hard to resist that. Brother, I got shotguns in my fists, and I got everyone's names on them.
All right, you two, if you just go down the hallway there.
Of
Follow the
course.
corridor. You'll meet up with
sure.
everyone else.
He kind of like whispers to Sword, I'm gonna be okay around the illithid, am I?
Zora just kind of looks at him and then to the illithid princess and just kind of shrug.
Illithid queen, thank you very much.
The queen, yeah. Sorry.
Potato.
There's so much royalty happening here, I can't remember all of them.
Keep that. Give her proper fucking title, bastard. Anyway, so yeah.
No one cares.
I care!
Agathar, no. Stop the horny.
Fix her!
I can fix it!
Yeah, I can fix the illithid.
I can fix the illithid.
Oh boy, okay. Okay, so you leave that door. You make your way back into this room. You gonna go up?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
You okay there, Shad?
No, I'm not. I'm not okay.
Agathar, no horny.
Horny? No horny. Horny? No horny.
Wife, no wife.
I think no wife. Yeah.
Brains, no brains. Brains, no brains.
Head, no head. Head, no head.
Oh boy.
Oh, what do you know? It's another hallway.
Oh, unexpected!
Perhaps I should go
Yeah.
up to the charge that I'm slow as hell.
Alright, give me a second. I have to adjust camera perspective.
Are you done digging your paws into my back, Charlie?
No.
No.
What that?
At the same
is
time?
that's what the dog is doing.
Alright, Spunkle. We need you to...
Yeah, we need.
He was upset that I was not paying attention to him, so he decided to, like, get in the 1 foot gap between me and the back of the couch, lay there.
Damn.
Look,
For the last,
we needed...
like,
Oh, go for it.
half an hour.
That sounds like a dog.
But yeah, no, Spunkle, we need art of Aggie and his entire harem.
Look, Miggy and Adari have already written volume 1 of the Illithid and the Kobold, alright? It's gotta have a cover art for it.
I was saying, see the
You have
problem with
no fucking clue.
I said the problem. See the problem with getting a drawing of Aggie. It's gonna cost like $500 because of all the extra characters.
I will say, not the most I've spent.
It's absurd.
He's not wrong. If you want that good shit, you gotta pay.
Literally, reference the fucking. I'll fucking forward it into the chat, and you'll know why. I was like, yeah, that was $650. Yeah, obviously.
What?
That's not the most I've ever
That
spent.
I
shit
don't want to
was-
hear shit ever again about my spending habits. Anyone in
I don't
this
spend
goddamn group.
$600 a week, my man. I'm never spending that much again, nor can I. I have rent to pay now. That was when I didn't have to pay rent.
Tragic.
And guess
I know,
what? You'd have more to
tragic.
pay. You'd have more money left over if you didn't do that. On top of the.
Yeah, you'd have like half a month's rent.
I have 17 credit cards open, and they've all been used for commissions.
Damn, that's good. That's dedication.
Oh, look, another one.
Oh yeah! Alright. Yeah, another one. It's coming.
Hey, decent initiative roll.
Oh, that is
Still not above a
different.
10, but
Oh look, Bonnie finally is not going first.
I know. Surprising.
Alright. That is everyone's initiative. Hey, Morgan, where's your initiative?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Morgan.
It's right there. There it is.
Hey, Peter. Where's your
Hey.
initiative?
There's Little meter.
Hey, Peter.
There we go. All right.
Middle meter.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Peter.
But all right.
yeah.
I got I need to open.
Roll that initiative. Just gotta
Morgan,
get that initiative.
I don't think you added yourself to the initiative. I think you need to roll.
That is scarily good.
That's
is very
very good.
All right, Agatha, what are you doing?
Aggie, he's just gonna move a little bit forward to get a shot. And what's her movement speed is 30.
This thing doesn't have ranged attacks.
That's okay.
Yeah, he does. He has a charge. That counts.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She she cocks her arms, and she.
Just
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. So she's going to do 2 punches. Of course. And then the second one. 22.
Missed and hit.
Yep. And then just an absolute fucking corridor just rings out with a shotgun blast as she connects with the other. So... these are bludgeoning, so I don't know if she's... this one's the buckshot. So... 23.
Comically enough, I don't think piercings have been used yet.
Piercing has been used, I think. Because Agatha shot it with his gun, not the rail gun, but his normal.
Oh, yes, you are right.
But bludgeoning, I don't think has. Oh no, never mind. It's red swap.
So yeah, that is 14 is 7,
Buckshot.
9 is 4, so that is 11 damage.
Don't think she pushes back on her normal attacks. So that's Anna. Agathar is going to le fire his railgun. Boop. Yep.
That hits. Point damage, nice. You got your sneak attack. Oh no, his internet died. It's okay.
You can just skip to the next person.
I'll roll it for him. An extra 9 damage. All right, Soren, your go.
He's gone. Reduced to
Hey, well,
All right. I'm back. Hello. Hi.
I rolled.
God
I rolled.
damn
Just,
it.
I rolled your sneak attack damage for you. It's 46, right?
Yeah, it's 46.
Okay, you got 9 extra damage.
Hooray.
Soren, what are you doing?
well, Soren
Bell-
is 5, 10,
go.
15, 20. He's got to move up here. And go ahead and enter this stance here. And start making. He's not going to blow any balance on it yet, but he is going to make 2 attacks with Maggie and with Hattery.
Soren, scooch a little bit to the right. Scooch a
little
bit to the right.
Why?
So Anna could do her shit.
Oh, okay.
There you
Yeah, he
go.
would do that. So both those are hits.
Yes.
Banga, banga.
That
So-
is 21.
So Migi's was 6, and yeah, 21.
Okay.
Can Belle do her thing?
What's that?
She never went. She never
What?
went. Okay. Okay.
Critical.
It's 17. This would have been before Soren, so she doesn't get flanking. Well, she might get flanking from Anna.
She does get flanking from Anna, so yeah, 19 will hit. That is
These are slashing.
24, 12, 6 is 18 damage.
All right, that's Anna. I mean, that's the girls.
That is your turn, Soren. Morgan, what are you doing?
Let's see here. Everyone seems to be handling it. I'm not being charged at immediately.
Yet.
Well, not yet.
Yes, I realize not yet. I will. I'll hit it with a mind sliver.
No! It fails!
5 psychic minus d4 on next saving throw.
Boy, howdy.
And then I wiggle over here so it can't immediately see me unless it rushes through the door.
Right?
I think the door is three cells wide, right?
Francois! What are you doing?
I wonder if she's gonna punch.
He punch.
Alright.
There's
The
another
seven-
token.
The 17 surprisingly misses. The other two hit.
Not
though.
if I use one of my things.
Oh, you can. You can. An 18 will hit.
I'm just gonna make it that one an 18.
There you go. Yeah, you got like a ton to burn anyway.
Yeah.
And you get one back anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm still at 4. And spending a key point for
Yeah,
It's
5
like you
hits.
get so many natural ones. You're just like
6,
6,
10,
10,
17,
17,
22,
22,
28.
28. Yep.
Yeah.
Just the sounds of wrenching and denting metal.
sounds of
Yes,
absolute
it's
violence
just
going on.
Clang, 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 clang.
Shotgun blast, clang, clang.
I can't hear the clang 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 without thinking about this one dumb fucking video. I'll show it to you guys later. Well, he does his backstep and lunge forward to here. Anna, Belle, Soren, Rensois, and Vani, all of you guys make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Soren, you get the bonus from the aura. Not that you need it.
So-
Belle probably failed. Anna super succeeded.
Belle does fail and is stunned.
Okay.
Everyone else succeeds. Vani, you just barely succeed.
Yay.
Everyone takes 5 bludgeoning damage. Anna takes 11. But since they're skeletons,
Belle
It's-
takes 11.
but since they're skeletons, it's actually 22 and 10.
Oh shit, they're vulnerable to this.
Mm-hmm. Because they're
Fuck.
bludgeoning skeletons.
That's fair.
bones.
That never came up.
They get charged and they're both just like at the same time in stereo. My bones.
God damn it. All right.
Then the wingspan comes out, and I need Vani, Rensois, Soren, Anna to all make me wisdom saving throws.
You said wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
Fuck my life.
Anna is fucking good.
All right. So, Rensois, Vani, the both of you were taunted. Whenever it
Oh,
goes
that's
to your
okay.
whenever it goes to your turn, your action is used to attack, and that is it. So no bonus actions, and movement is used to move towards the target.
What if my
Yes,
bonus
yes,
action is to attack it more?
Can't be done.
Boo.
It's a debuff. Anyway, Vani, you're taunted. Strike twice.
Yay.
Also, you cannot use Divine Smite if you hit.
There's
17 is gonna miss. 20 will hit. 6. Woo-wee. Boy howdy, it's looking pretty bad already. Now I have a question. Are you guys going for like the roundabout kill method? Or are you trying to just like destroy it as fast as possible? Like, are you trying to save the core or what?
It's up to the others. I think at this point, Agathor is gonna try to go for the core, but like kind of allowed all of the other attacks to kind of soften it up.
Okay then.
Someone's gonna try to go for the core.
It is just barely at half health.
Okay.
Uh,
Aggie is going to Bell stun. Agathar is just going to bonus action, give himself advantage. So he's going to stay put and then fire the railgun.
24
Yeah,
hits.
24.
21.
remembering the bell checks now.
He takes 5 damage.
26 damage. All right, roll your sneak attack.
Yeah, nicely.
14, so that's 35, 40 damage.
Anna is going to. Sorry, Francois. She's going to slip over here. And she is going to try. We're gonna since they're the same size. She's going to try this. She's going to try to shield bash it.
All right, go for it. What's shield bash do?
So she needs to hit, and then now
it
it
hits.
needs to make a strength save
All right,
or
strength
be
save.
knocked prone.
Remember,
is
has
not
a
prone.
minus D4.
Yeah, I would imagine. Oh, she rolled so bad.
15 bludgeoning is halved to 7.
Yeah, she literally just like cold clocks this thing with her shield.
Slam.
Yeah, just getting it prone. And then Belle is paralyzed, so she's good now. That's my turn.
All right, Soren.
Hey, Sword, you have advantage on all your attacks.
Yay! So he's going to start. So what was the process of getting this core out? It was like we had to start dismembering it, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Well, he's gonna. Well, he's gonna start just. Well, he's at his advantage on attacks now. Yay! So he's gonna make one attack with me, and then one with Hidari, and then one with Hidari.
Okay.
Boy, am I glad I had
Not those
advantage.
attacks, yeah.
Yeah. All 3 of those hit.
So this is the Migi damage. So
6.
that is 6. Then the 2 Hidari damages.
So 28, 34, 40 damage.
You know what?
That.
You know
Yeah. What's
what?
up? What's up?
One of those is going to be a Serpent Strike with acid damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, Boonga. Boonga. I clicked it. Are we...
It
I
takes
guess Roll20's having
30 years.
I guess Roll20's
Rolling
having
so much
having
damage. It's slowing the servers down.
Oh no.
So
I
there's going to be
just
2
spam it
rolls
until it
coming out of
works.
this. Yeah, there's going to be 2 rolls coming out of this once Roll20 catches up or decides to do something, unless I'm not... Oh, hold on. It would help if I clicked the right part of it. God, that is... It would help if I clicked the
Yeah.
right part of it, which is the right side of the global damage modifier thing.
Dude, I feel your pain. The shield bash was a 1, 1, 4, and 3 on a D8.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's you. How are you killing this thing? You murderize it.
Oh, is it dead?
Yeah, I know it's dead.
All right. Well, is it possible to get the core out while doing this?
I'll say yes.
Well, he essentially like just runs up it, like does kind of like a cool somersault, lands on top of it, and makes like the 3 attacks at the core, just and the last one's gonna like splash of acid a little bit, and then he's just gonna kind of like twirl a sword, reach it in, and just gently pull the core out, and then toss it at Agathar.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You pull
If you
out.
allow that.
You pull out what looks to be a large, what looks to be a large sphere of glowing blue energy,
I want spheres.
and
Sorry, mumbles.
It's spherical.
Agathar, I would like for you to make me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Can I have a?
it's half
Okay,
your
hear me out.
size.
He has appendages.
Just roll it.
Okay.
Okay, is this because I
don't mind
tossed
the
it to him?
advantage.
14. You catch it.
Hooray!
It does not shatter.
He sees it's a lot bigger than he was anticipating, so the appendages just shoot out as he like.
It's that one gif of like the brick being thrown.
Yeah.
So, so like if I had known ahead of time that it was actually half of Agathar's size, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. You were confident you could catch it. And he does. And he does. You catch it and you're like, oh.
Oh my goodness.
Agathar looks at Soren, waves his hand a little bit like he's fanning himself.
And sort of just does a little bit of a half-hearted smile and just sheathes the swords and moves on.
All right. So, you guys have a core. What do you want to? You gonna travel further into the complex?
Yep.
No, we're gonna leave
No,
and
it's gonna
never
leave.
come back.
Boot the door open with a big old blap.
We're just leaving. Skitter's locked in here somewhere, and we're leaving her.
No.
Rip
Wah.
me.
Which door you want to go to?
Blap.
These hallways are getting quite cramped.
Blap.
This one. All right.
I said blap.
Down. Look, it's empty.
This is it, probably leading to where we need to go.
I
jiggle-
out, probably not.
Jiggle the handle.
The door does open. Give me just a second. Go ahead and move and everyone move in.
Can't. The door's closed, Shad.
I'm talking about everyone else. Like move into
I'm
this
trying,
room.
but it keeps going backwards. There we go.
Okay, close this up.
Like I tried to place Bell and Anna down, and they just zooped right back.
Right, give me just a second to
Boy.
That's not a.
move
Well, it
this
might
over
be a
here.
construct.
Oh, it's a
not the same
warframe.
thing.
Shut it.
Oh, that
Which
means
one
it's
was that
Algren.
one?
Fuck.
It's the which one is that one? That's the one with the hat. He's like the magic one.
Anyway,
I'll figure it out.
as I was saying,
Warframe with a hat.
you enter this room and you see what look to be three cells, or three like large it's very hard to describe. So there's a large cylinder in the middle that has glowing blue energy racing through it, going from the bottom to the top. You see three it's hard to describe. They look like large eggs that have been laid on their sides and stuck into the walls themselves. With a lot of tubes connecting them to the floor, and a line going from them to the center device itself. And standing there, kind of like examining all of this with a holographic projection in their left hand that they are making notes on, is a figure with what looks to be a top hat, a long like elongated limbs, very tall, about like 8 feet tall. They have what looks to be these. It looks like they're wearing a tuxedo, but they're not. And they have this icy blue energy kind of like coalesced around their joints along the top of the hat. And as the door opens up, they kind of look over to you, and they stare at you for a moment.
If they're just staring, I would be like, "You're not Lucas."
No, I am not. But you aren't supposed to be here either. Interesting.
Either.
I propose we don't give a shit about either one of us being here.
I would agree to that, but at the same time, he turns and the
Is he basically just saying like I would agree to that, but and that I just I'm gonna cast something on him.
let me finish my thing.
All right, fine.
As he turns and straightens himself up, kind of like brushes at his chest. I would leave you alone, but you are responsible for the deaths of some of my men, and I cannot let that stand. And with that, we're gonna end session.
Oh god.
It's 9:37.
This
Ooh.
fire's gonna
It
take
is-
a little longer.
It is 10:01.
Oh,
It's 9:01 for the cool kids.
it is 10:01.
At any rate, so yeah, that'll be the end of our session for today. Remember to come back next week for the rest of the stream and for the conclusion of this particular battle showcase thing. As yes, a ch-ldr-n, a member of the ch-ldr-n military is now staring you down. And with that being said and done, we're going to say goodbye to our recording audience and then make our way to the post stream to say how do you do to our stream audience once more. Remember, if you want to catch us live, you can do so at twitch.tv/deadlyshad. Yes, and if you want to watch the VOD without any ads or commercials, then you can do so on Twitch at twitch.tv/thedeadlyshad, so on and so forth. Yes. Aguilar, say goodbye to our recording audience.
The Religon look works a little too well.
Morgan, say goodbye to the stream. Say goodbye to the recording audience.
They don't know I'm still boozing.
Francois, say goodbye to the recording audience.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Soren, say goodbye to the recording audience.
I know you're boozing because I don't trust you.
And Vonnie say goodbye to the recording audience.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, and from all of you, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.